Now coming to our course, I'll just briefly give what all things we are going to do, and then we can have questions. Okay. We'll be getting started with something called a SQL. We'll go and learn 3 to 4 weeks, and we'll be building one end-to-end Netflix data engineering project, and we'll be giving a lot of complex queries so that you are getting started for interview preparation at the start of your batch itself, where we are having 2 to 300 practical questions we'll be doing inside our class itself. I'll be giving assignments. We'll be doing a lot of things inside SQL. Now, once we finish our SQL, then we'll enter something called a Snowflake plus DBT. We'll be going up to 6 to 7 weeks. We'll be building one end-to-end project that is completely a real-time project with framework applications, a dynamic project which will go up to 6 to 8 hours, which you can blindly keep inside your resume. We'll be solving more than 20 plus use cases, real-time use cases inside our DBT and Snowflake. We'll be implementing that. And once that is completed, we'll learn Python. We'll learn from basic to advanced. And then we'll learn our Airflow, ADF, Matillion, and we'll build our end-to-end pipelines here so that you are ready to get started for your interview. Now, there might be few folks who are having 3 months notice period and all. They will be getting started for their interview. If they want to go with low coding, they will get started here. If they are okay to do with something coding, they will get started with here. And then while you finish your having your 3 months of notice period, we finish, you will be able to finish your next things, that is Spark, Databricks, Delta tables, or any open table format like Iceberg, and we'll implement a project inside our AWS where we'll be implementing a real-time data migration using AWS. We'll implement one streaming project using Kinesis. We'll implement one project on AWS with respect to Databricks and Snowpark. All these things we'll be doing in the span of next 5 to 5.5 months. Apart from this, KSR will be helping with your resume preparation, your resume building, LinkedIn optimization, any placement, mock interviews, and there will be a few of the workshops like agile methodology, any project management, how to do, and if you're doing any real-time projects that can be given as workshops, we'll be having that on the weekend. This is a brief something called as high level what we are doing on our course. And coming to project, these are the projects which we'll be implementing inside our course. That is, one is first Netflix database. We'll be building our end-to-end database, and on top of that, we'll be solving a n number of interview questions so that you can get started with something on the day one itself for your interview. For those who don't have a knowledge on SQL also, they'll be practicing more on the coding part so that they can clear the particular interviews. And then we'll build this particular end-to-end project, that is Apollo healthcare project inside our Snowflake. Once we finish our Snowflake, that all the concepts, we'll be building this particular project, end-to-end project, where we'll extract all the data, we'll do all this, we'll automate those processes, and this particular process will go for 6 to 8 hours. And if you come, this is a data model which we build at the end of the project, and we'll implement all our email notification, everything. It's completely a real-time project, what we have done, what we can show inside your resume, and what I have implemented in my current organization. I have made that whatever the project I've built for 2 to 3 years, we have made that concise and so that you can understand the process, and we have come up with this particular project. This is how your pipelines will be looking for your project, where we'll automate all the tasks inside our Snowflake and run this particular application end to end. And after that, we'll be building one project on DBT, end to end project, which will go for 3 to 4 hours. Once we learn our DBT course, then we are going to build certain projects on our Databricks and Snowpark. It is a third project. And coming to AWS, these are 3 projects that are converted into a capstone project where we'll be building, we'll be learning each and every applications in depth, and we'll be building end-to-end project inside our AWS, which can blindly keep inside your resume. This is also a real-time application which we are making use of modern data tech stack to build our particular project. Apart from that, we'll be building our streaming data project, which will stream the data continuously into our Snowflake, and we'll see how the streaming data engineering project also looks like. These are the high level projects which I have shown, which we'll be building in our current upcoming classes.